Hello everyone, we are still in Valencia. We're walking through the Greenway. I want to talk to you now a little bit about what yourplaceineurope.com does. When I spend time in the United States, I hear a lot of people saying that they'd like to relocate to Europe. They'd like to move out of the United States for whatever their motivations are. No comment on that. I think it's very nice to be in the United States. I go there a few times a year, maybe 2 times a year. I love to go motorbiking and see old friends. I live in Switzerland and I lived in many places in Europe, and I see a lot of the advantages of living here. So other people want to do the same, and what we do at Your Place in Europe is quite a bit different than what you'll see of other sort of relocation advisors that you'll see on TikTok or on Instagram. What I do is I take my over 25 years of legal experience as a lawyer. I studied law in Germany and the United States, and I was admitted to the bar in the US. And then I practiced law in many different places around the world, mostly in the US and in Europe. So I take that basis as a legal advisor to structure people's relocations. And that doesn't mean I give legal advice on it, but it's probably the same mentality of seeing where we are and where we want to go and then structuring it properly. So it's what I call concierge relocation service. And that includes really getting to know the client, understanding what the drivers are of the client, why he or she wants to move, or if it's a family, what the motivations are for the family. And then helping that client find the right location, find the right country, find the right region in that country, find the vehicle for moving there. It's typically a kind of visa to move there. And then putting in all the pieces in place to go from the dream to the reality. And that entails many things, as you can imagine. So first of all is the knowledge and the advice and the structuring of the plan together. Then it requires on the ground support for getting a visa, or maybe applying for citizenship if that could come into play. Not often the case, but if that's a possibility, we can explore that. Then determining, where the people are going to live. So if it's let a place or to buy something right off the bat, then I will bring in people who are in that business, reliable people. And instead of just turning my customers or my clients over to them, I'll be involved in the process also. I will guide it. Oftentimes I have to translate or interpret. I speak 6 languages. I тоже говорю чуть-чуть по-русски, dar очень плохо. But I do speak 6 languages fluently. And then, so we've had structuring, visas, finding a local advisor, typically a solicitor, lawyer, to do the visa applications. Then we have to find a place to live. So we'll bring in a realtor. Then if the people have children, we have to think about the schools. Then if the people are affluent, we have to think about taxation implications. If they are coming from USA, for example, then there are tax implications in the new country as well as in the former country, and those things have to be considered. Then there could be some investment perspectives. People want to move money over to this side of the world and manage their money here, so I can help them with that. Now, I'm a CFA charter holder as well. I don't exactly do the direct investment advice, but I know people who can help. And then insurance often has to come into play, and then also currency brokerage to bring the money over to Europe in an efficient way, in a cost savings way. And then a whole plethora of other things that come up depending on the client, depending on his situation or her situation. And I'm there as the advisor along the way to help. Now we have a couple of packages for this. We have initial consulting, which is on a very inexpensive basis just to get to know each other. And then we have the Jumpstart package, which is about a 6-hour consulting package. It's nothing, I don't look at the clock, I just do what has to be done, but it's typically about a 6-hour package in which we get to know each other and we decide what could be a possible solution, and then I'll go and I'll research it, and then I'll present you the findings, and that will be the end of the mandate. And then if someone wants to go deeper, we have what's called the quarterback package, and that is a 6-month consulting program in which we work together to go from dream to reality. And we have regular meetings and we spreadsheet out the whole process. And I'm there to guide you, talk to you. Every 2 weeks we'll have a sit down and we'll see where we are, what has to be done, what's been done, what we can tick off the boxes, what we still have to do, etc. So that's a very comprehensive consulting. So those at the moment are the packages we have. I'll be developing more as I see what the market requires. But you're very welcome to come to yourplaceineurope.com and register for the newsletter. And then that's a way for us to get to know each other. We send out a beautiful newsletter once a week, and I'll probably be starting some webinars as well soon. And those will be free to attend. So I hope that helps. From Valencia, yourplaceineurope.com.